Welcome to Raising Literacy for Language Learners, a teacher's symposium presented by the Center for Integrated Language Acquisition.
Welcome to our esteemed panel of experts. My first question is for Dr. Ortega of the Language Development Institute. Dr. Ortega, why is it important to integrate English language development throughout the instructional day?
Good morning, Dr. Salas. Studies show that more than 5 million children in the United States enter school each year speaking a language other than English. That amount is expected to grow by 25% by the year 2025. Given this information, it is important that educators embrace diversity and provide instruction that includes language acquisition.
Dr. Castellanos, William Butler Yeats tells us that education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. How do educators provide equal access to content to students when English is not their primary language, so that they can too be successful?
Thank you. In many cases, our early language learners are considered below basic students simply because they do not understand English. The key is to create the lessons so that all students can learn.
My final question is for Professor Martinez of the American Institute for International Studies. Professor, is it possible for someone who is not born in America and whose native language is Spanish to become a successful member of society?
Absolutely. According to a study done by Echeverria, Short and Powers in 2005, teachers that provided high-quality instruction to language learners had an 86% success rate for students scoring at or above proficiency levels on standardized tests. This outcome demonstrates the power of focused instruction for language learners.
Thank you to our esteemed panel for the insight and expertise on the English language development. Now let's hear from our students.
When I came here, I was about 7 years old. I only knew my native language, which was Campobal, nothing related to English or Spanish. Coming to school, I couldn't speak and communicate with the teachers, so I was treated different automatically because I couldn't communicate with them. And then the students viewed me differently because of the way I dressed, because of my family. Family didn't have enough money, so we barely had enough to buy for our clothes. And also, because I couldn't speak, the teacher was uncomfortable with me asking questions because I couldn't be able to ask her questions. Many times she would say that, come later or ask somebody else because she doesn't understand me. And then when I try speaking to her, she says she gets annoyed and then she just sends me back to my desk, and I have to try to read and try to figure out what I'm working on. What I felt was when I came here, people couldn't understand me, so I felt kind of stupid because, when you can't communicate your ideas through a person, your perspective, and another person doesn't get it, they're unable to understand what you want them to understand. And also, sometimes I feel like not come to school, my mother will try to beg me to come to school, but then there was no hope because they don't understand me and I couldn't understand them, so there was no way of me learning. And also, when we're in the playground, usually I will be the last one to be picked or kicked out of the games because they say I am not fit for the group, or they don't like me the way I dress or something like that. I was 9 when I had my teacher, second grade. We got along really well. We got a bond, and then 3 months later he told me you want to skip to the next grade because you're already too old and you had the potential to go into third grade. So that year I went to third grade, which was a great impact. Many times the teachers that I had would not support me with giving me more attention because I didn't know how to speak. They would sometimes just let me do it myself. But it's harder because when you don't understand the language, you're unable to comprehend the work. So, sixth grade is when I first got my straight A's, and then I was viewed differently when I was placed into an intermediate class with students because I understand what I was doing. And then my teacher gave me her hand to guide me through harder subjects and help me with my writing skills. Many times you need somebody to be there for you and support you, because sometimes when they don't, you start losing hope. But the teachers gave me hope, and then my language in English, the way my vocabulary started to enhance, and also now that I went to Citrus, I became a scholar's kid, which was the top to 10% of the school. And I never knew I could have made it that far without the teacher's help. I always thought that I was less of a person, but the teacher gave me that hope. And then my sophomore year, they enter a new program named Middle College. And then Middle College they take about 20 students from that school, and they become middle college students. So basically you go to college for your junior and senior year. I was elected and I signed up for it, and I got chosen for a middle college student. And also I am now currently a senior, with probably at the end of my senior year I will have 2 associate's degree when I graduate with my high school diploma. But all thanks to my teacher that have guided me through all my struggles and success.
Thank you, teacher. You're the best.
Thank you. Now I have hope to go to college.
Thank you for teaching me.
Thank you for teaching me all this stuff so I can be ready for 6th grade. Thank you.
Thank you. I really mean it. Thank you.